Hey, what is up guys, it's GalaxyTech here, coming at you guys today with a brand new DracoPal deck for this current format. So, the difference between this one and the last one is the last one was using the Brilliant Fusion engine, whereas this time I'm going for the Odd Eyes engine, which is testing to be a lot better and a lot faster and just stronger overall. So yeah, I'll get straight into the deck profile. I'll explain as much as I feel is necessary, but I've gone over a lot of this stuff before and most people know what all this stuff does anyway. So yeah. So to get into it, 3 copies of Pendulum Sorcerer, because this is just staple, just gets your plays going, gets through your cards. 2 Odd Eyes, because this has just unbricked my hands quite a few times. I mean, it puts you in a position where you could be OTK'd if you can't put anything on your field, but this just searches for Monkey Board and Magispectre Raccoon, so just really, really useful. And the double pendulum, the double damage that it does is really useful with Odd Eyes Unicorn, because it can potentially just OTK your opponent with like 8,000 plus damage if you play right. So 2 copies of Unicorn, so yeah, this is really useful as a high scale. It can be searched by Sky Iris and also just boosts Odd Eyes so much. So yeah, then one Skullcrabat, 1 copy of Monkey Board, 1 copy of Silverclaw, 1 Lizardraw because I feel that's all that's necessary at the moment. 1 copy of Part Naga. This and the Odd Eyes Unicorn are just phenomenally good if you have a feel of Performer Pals, because you just boost Pendulum Dragon and then Pendulum Dragon attacks and is boosted more. 1 copy of Odd Eyes Light Phoenix, and lastly 1 copy of Second Donkey. So all of these are should be pretty standard, aside from the Phoenix, because I've never played Phoenix in this deck before. But Phoenix is really good as a searchable low scale. So then Draco Slayers, 1 Luster, 1 Lecter for your searchable high scale from Draco Face Off. 2 copies of Master, because we still want to get Draco Slayers out of the deck from Ignista. And 1 Vector to use these as your searchable low scale from Draco Face Off. Then Magispectres, 2 copies of Raccoon to search out your 2 Kirins primarily, and 1 copy of Magispectre Fox, because we run 1 copy of Magispectre Tempest. So Tempest is in this deck to be searched by this, and also as a Solemn Strike, searchable Solemn Strike at that. And the Unicorns are absolutely phenomenal. If Cosmos get blown out of the format, then these are just going to be so good, because untargetables, as we know, are just too good. 2 copies of Archfiend Eccentric, just, back row destruction. This can be searched by Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon as well if you get domain locked and stuff, which doesn't happen that much, but And lastly, 1 Masked Chameleon. So I've seen a lot of people cutting this, but I really like running it, because we do end up with your Draco Slayers in the graveyard quite a lot, and this can still be used to go into Omega and just disrupt your opponent's plays by taking the cards out of their hand. So yeah, that's all the monsters in the main deck. So for the spells, there aren't that many, but what I am running is 2 copies of Sky Iris to get your plays going, 2 Terraforming to search it out, then 2 copies of MST because we don't like back row. Solemn Strike can really screw over this deck if you're trying to go for game with a mass pendulum summoning. 1 copy of Draco Face Off, because as I said, this is just so good. 1 Odd Eyes Fusion. This is also searchable to go into by Sky Iris to go into Vortex Dragon, which really helps just jam your opponent's plays up. 1 Raigeki for mass destruction, and then that rounds off the spells. So then lastly for the traps, I'm running 2 copies of Solemn Strike and 1 Warning, because I'm also running the Tempest. So there would be 3 Solemn Strikes if I didn't want a searchable Solemn Strike in there as well. So yeah, that's all the traps. I'm pretty sure most of these are self-explanatory. Most people know what they do. Solemn Strike doesn't really need to be explained. So then for the extra deck, 1 Ignista, 1 Omega, and 1 Vortex Dragon. We can actually go into this, I think, with Masked Chameleon and Archfiend Eccentric if you really want to, because this can screw over a lot of decks, including Cosmos and Burning Abyss. Yeah, because it prevents your opponent from using monster effects during the battle phase. But for the most part, it's there to be ditched with Odd Eyes Fusion. So yeah. Then 2 Dinoster and 1 copy of Vortex Dragon. As I said, as I've said why this is here, and Dinoster is very self-explanatory because it protects everything. So yeah. Then for rank 8s, Hope Harbinger and Velgrund. In this deck, I don't think these come out as much, but when they do come out, it's generally because I have game or I don't have much, but I can protect my field still. So yeah. Then 1 copy of Rebellion, because this is your other target for Odd Eyes Fusion. Then for standard rank 4 stuff, we've got 1 Magister, 1 copy of Dweller, 1 copy of Castell, 1 Emerald, 1 copy of Diamond Direwolf, and 1 copy of King of the Feral Imps. I might cut King of the Feral Imps to make room for a Dante because I have Ghost Reapers in side deck now, so... So yeah guys, that just about brings me to the end of the deck profile. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like and a comment if you want to suggest improvements, and subscribe for more content. Peace out.